What's up, fellow gamers? Welcome back to my Cyberdecks Flashpoint challenge run. You can peep the details in the description below. We are here to run a fairly simple raid, and then when that's done, we'll chat with some people, we'll move the storyline forward. But hey, we've got a mission here for Vertigo, and hopefully it all goes nicely. We got our mission planning here. We've already got Matrix Dupe. We already grabbed the gold key from our Wire Ghost friend, and here's our team. Solidly level 2 on most of our squad. Sadly, Sentry here is wounded. We'll send her for a heal when we can, but right now we're a bit busy. So we're going to go ahead and get this mission ready, and hopefully it goes well. We are here on our own dime. Let's make it a profitable night. There'll be plenty of loot to steal here. Yes, indeed. This is a very, very large map. Take everything we can before it gets too hot. Keep a close eye on our exits. Scout ahead. Keep your options open. Make some bankroll. Okay, so our exits are going to be far left, usually far right. Yep, basically. Okay, so no surprises here. There's usually two Matrix Ghosts, one on that side and the one there. These are the most common two spawns. Now this hits 4 different devices. You can see it's a couple of laser gates, basically some stuff near the exits. It does open that gate near that Matrix host. And this one doesn't get nearly very much. It's a couple of cameras. This one is of moderate value. So I'm trying to think of what my pathing is going to be here. If I come around like this, and I come around like this, and then all the way down, then over here, I'm basically covering every square inch of the map, which kind of sucks. If I go like this, I send someone to go this then come back, but it's a little bit less running through the same map over and over again. That's what I believe to be true. Maybe I'm wrong. Got a few things to disable. We need to get this laser wire down for my Wire Ghost. Need to take down this camera and this camera in order to get through the boxes and whatnot. I think ideally I'd like to use Line Crawler on this, and if we're lucky, it's the laser gates. Otherwise, let's go ahead and see what the guards are going to do. You are going to hang around, you're going to hang around, and you're going to get off the camera, which is important, because this camera, I believe, doesn't turn. So it looks like letting them all have their turn is very easy and reasonable here. Let's go ahead and Tactical Surge then for that reason. Guards have initiative of at least 11, so it's very easy to duck behind them in initiative. Have you knock this one down? That way my hacker can get this if she needs to. I'm going to actually run up first and knock this down with Line Crawler. Am I going to be in range for that? Yes, maybe, just barely. It's close. I think this will be in range. I'm gonna hope. Let's get as far forward as we can to the pixel. Okay, right there. That's hopefully enough. And again, we already know what these guys are doing. I guess if you're walking forward, I'm afraid. Okay, I have to... Yeah, I have to actually wait. Never mind. It should be okay. Let's have these guards take their turn. One problem is he's going to hear footsteps. The box is close enough that it's a little angsty there. But it's fine. We can crouch and get through without too much difficulty. You moved off, which is good, and then you're going to just kind of turn around. Okay. So Sentry's going to yield so that Sparklight can get himself revealed. That is what it is. Can't really do much about that. He'll just get seen. It's fine. Get spotted. Line Crawler not in range. That's unfortunate. So I've got to go ahead and walk all the way up here anyway. Puts me in range of all 3 guys, though, which is nice. Let's go ahead and pop the Line Crawler. And then with my 3 remaining action points, this gun does hit 7 bullets, which means shooting multiple guards at once is pretty reasonable. This guy's a bit out of max range, so I'm going to go ahead and put the most bullets towards the easiest hit guard. That way I can kind of maximize damage output here. I'm pretty much a believer that I can clean this up, it'll be fine. Okay, decent enough start. That's you being done. Now, ideally, we have the War Machine do what we can to clean up, but it might not even be that good. So I'm going to need you to do everything you possibly can, which unfortunately is probably not going to be that much. We are not covering as much distance as I'd hoped we would cover. That is maybe a bit of an issue. So the goal here is... man, I won't even have to, like... I don't have remotely enough to actually clean this out cleanly. Oh well. I'm going to run up here. I'm going to go for Crimson Vector. Get myself in range of one of these guys. Let's have it be you. Why not? Quick swipe. And then... well, it doesn't really matter. I'm just going to spend my 1 action point here and this will be fine. Just going to swipe. There's a glance. Not the greatest. What's your initiative going to be? Okay, odds are greater than 50% that you're going to be in front of everybody. These guys are at 12 and whatnot, so I think we can leave you here and it's going to be okay. Bracket. What a wild name to go for. My name is Bracket. Who would want to be named Bracket? That's terrible. What is wrong with you? Anyway, thankfully this is a stealth attack, so attack goes decently. Not quite a kill, sadly. It means I get no more stealth attacks. And because I'm switching targets anyway, I'm going to spend 1 action point walking forward because I'm spotted regardless and he's alerted regardless. So we're not getting around the stealth stuff no matter what happens. Decent enough damage here. Yeah, I do not have enough damage to really run this over. And almost no matter what I do, it's going to be kind of crappy. So I think the plan is get 1 more kill. That's going to be good enough. There's still going to be that 1 guard. He's going to report hostile intruders. He might report. Okay, wow. We get to be pretty chill. And it looks like we're only getting the 2 extra tally here, which is kind of fortunate. We'll see what the reports end up being, how many guards get sent over. But for now, we are winning for the most part. Initiative, Sparklight, and Sentry can combine for a kill, I'm pretty sure. Let's see what we get. So reports of intruders. And they're dispatching 1 guard to go mess with me. That is really not too bad. We got only 2 extra tally. A little surprising considering that there were corpses here. I think there's got to be a bug here with corpse cleanup stuff. So how do I want to describe this? It's kind of low priority because it's not that big of a deal, but basically it's like guards can fail to how do I want to describe this? Guards can fail to like deliver security tally from seeing corpses. Actually, you know what? You know what it probably is, actually? Guards who are already in combat, like in a combat state, probably just don't do... Actually, that's probably still a bug. Okay. Guards who... Like, yeah, so it's like guards can fail to deliver any security reports for seeing corpses. Okay, so open up on the 3 guards, full auto. Kill the 2 guards in front. 3rd remaining guard clearly sees 2 corpses, but never reports more than intruder spotted. Despite, what is it? Like, basically, yeah, it's like, despite having several corpses in view, I didn't generate any tally or security events for the deaths. They just count as seen, but no adverse effects. Something like that. Hopefully that is understandable. But the fact that there's 2 corpses right here in this guy, and that I only got 2 tally from the previous turn, hopefully is understandable. Anyway, we got stuff to do. We've got to get rid of this guy. Let's see, who got sent? You got sent. Had to have been you. Okay. What's the best way to kill him? So Sentry and Sparklight probably have the damage. I don't have to be worried. I think I don't have to be worried. So I'm going to spend 2 AP running to here. I can then spend 1 AP crouching to here. That gives me the box, no problem. Thank you for the loot. Nice, we got another ready-to-use weapon mod, which I can probably actually get use out of. Try to be pixel perfect on the action point. And then run you back toward this. I think just him grabbing a bunch of loot is reasonable. It's not the sexiest by any means, but I think it'll be fine. This should work pretty well, going for a couple of swipes. Shouldn't be worried about this. A lot of guards over there. Okay, not quite a kill, but second strike is basically guaranteed. Down he goes. The 1 guard says not much happening. Yep, he heard none of this. Thank you, silencers. So you can grab this. That's some loot for me. Ooh, nice. I got a magazine mod for probably an urban assault. And a barrel mod for a pistol of some kind. That's going to be kind of nice. So it says they're discovered, but I have a suspicion that the body timer is still going to exist. Could be wrong about that one. Just a suspicion. You can't start the hack this turn anyway. We're not escalating this turn. So I think the right choice is start the packet loss cooldown. You can easily start hacking next turn. No worries at all. No special leverage here. I think I can stand here. Actually, I can even run up here and be safe. I'm not worried about this. I'm going to probably run up for the gold key and get in here. We'll leave the hacker kind of alone. She's going to run kind of diagonally across the map. We're going to open these doors with the Agent EX, grab the loot, and then she can run across like this as we claim these two rooms. And then we'll kind of meet up around here. That'll be the intended flow. We'll see how well it goes. Okay, line crawler bounced. Actually, ooh, nice. It knocks that down. So that is the only way to knock those things down without a hacker, is to have line crawler like RNG for you. We got the RNG, so that's that down for a couple of turns, which I'm pretty happy about. He seemed fine. Remainder of the turn and end of next turn. So yeah, we get a nice 2 full turns of that. I'm going to have him wait around. I guess the only guy who's walking around is you, but we should let you actually have your turn and not you do too much. You're patrolling. You're getting a bit close. That's a little scary. Yeah, you're going to go in a big rectangle. You are always going to stand around. We'll deal with you at the very, very end. You're probably going to run in a square. Your turn. You are sprinting. Okay. And just barely is able to duck behind that table existing there. Alright, how reliable is this kill going to be? I need to get 3 meters closer to get this kill reasonably. I think that is fine. I can do that. I think the 9 accuracy is worth trying to gain. I'm a little bit worried about you at 15. That is a little scary. But I think ultimately I can use Panther to bump initiative as needed and we'll be okay. Oh, now you kind of obstructed. Wow, okay, I really suck at this. Well, is what it is. Kind of unfortunate how all this went down, but this is my best shot. I'm tempted to... No, I think it's just full auto than single target. Recoil will be kind of annoying, but 81 damage. We're going to have like 40 to hit. 39, yeah. Wow, nice, we got it. That's huge. I'm going to have bracket delay in case we need more help. I'm going to have you yield to sentry. What can sentry get done? Very little, it turns out. Actually, this is not horrible. So, okay, you're going to see me for too little for me to care. Not worried about it. I don't know what your movement path is, which scares me a bit. But I'm pretty sure I can't reliably get this kill. So I'm just going to stun you right now, so that we can just not have to worry about it. Great. And then because I can, I'm just going to shoot you with my eye lasers. It's going to cost me 20 health, but that's fine. If I get lucky and crit, it's pretty sweet, but the 10% crit vuln might make it easier to kill down the line. Might not, of course. A little bit of damage, guaranteed glancing hit. We, in fact, only got the glancing hit. I was informed by someone who quoted the devs, which was that self-damage from War Machine talents does not / cannot count towards stress and things like that. Let's see. Okay, you're going to be in range to help. No problem. That's good. That's important. This camera might see me, and I can't do much about that one. That's a problem. We don't know what you're doing. You're going at 15. I'm going to make Sparklight go early to make sure that this guy does not jump behind my team. This camera, if it turns around, is going to spot me. Camera C 11 meters, and I'm within that, so we'll see what happens. Is what it is. Let's start our first hack. We're going for some loot. This should go pretty well. Also, 9 kills seems very likely. Alrighty, here we are. Hard shell, overclock, load the programs. I'm going to need anti-trap almost certainly based on what's here. Matrix AP, drop that. Here's 2 things. Use a program, restart the ice. That's fine. Let me count. So I'm at 9 right now. I do get preempted by this, so this still popped. But we don't lose anything. We just say, hey, an action kind of happened. This goes down, though. I get my first download. Scan for neighbors, keep going. AP cost still there. 1 active ice, easy to get rid of. Damage to connection, not a big problem. I'm going to skip the CPU. And double checking, do I care about the security devices? I think I care enough to go this way. I think I care just enough. So I'm going to spend 5 AP loading, spend 2 AP moving, and then I'm going to end my turn here, and I'll knock this down next turn. Camera turns. Unfortunately, camera sees me. Pretty unfortunate. There's not a good way around evading this guy. Not really. Man, I wish I knew if you were going to come all the way over or not. Because if you walk here, then turn, you for sure see me. So, you know what I could try to do is burn Shadow and have you run away. I think that's actually really useful, is make these guys go somewhere stupid so they don't get chased down. I think that's worth it here. Spend the 2 action points. And it blocked line of sight, by the way, so he doesn't move, which is fine because I don't care where he's going. This guy's going to walk away from me this turn, which is very helpful. So I'm going to walk somewhere like here, which gives me a reload in 1 shot, which I think is fine. He's not going to be in earshot, so I can reload cleanly. I can shoot once cleanly, guaranteed glancing hit. We even crit, that's kind of cool. Thank you, crit vulnerability. That part's done. I'm going to have my guy... Okay, I'm going to have you still wait. We have no new events just yet, but this camera is going to be 1 event, so it's going to be something. Let's have you knock this out. Scan for the neighbors. Okay, some of everything is here. That's fine, though. Tally, then remote controls. I'm going to just knock down everything. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Sadly, 1 turn late on that camera, but it's not the end of the world. Let's go load passive disruption, come down here, knock this out. Connection use has to be killed. And then I don't need active ice anymore, so I can just go here. I'm not going to load any programs, it's fine. And then come up here. Download a file is something I will do. And there's these, and my hack is done. Pretty small host, of course, but... And unfortunately, I'm stuck here unless I want to take stress because I don't have 200 max HP. So... Best I could do is, I mean, I can't get out this turn yet anyway. But I either need to take stress, or I need to find some way to get around this stuff. Well, you can't do anything, so I'm just going to have you run over here, open the gold door, and keep moving. And then I'll run you right there. That'll easily be in range for this. First box. Nice, another silencer. Blueprint that I can sell. It seems decent enough so far. You're going to go investigate that and then turn back around. You're patrolling around, who cares? You are coming closer, but you shouldn't see me. Ooh, okay, yep, we're fine. He's staying inside the room. I was pretty sure he's going to stay inside the room. You still think not much is happening. And then you have security scramble up next turn, which I'm going to need to make sure my hacker feels comfortable. So I'm going to run basically as far forward as is reasonable. I guess the primary downside would be if they come running toward me right away. I don't want to be caught in a weird spot. But I'm still in security scramble range, no problem. Take my 1 AP to reload. And then, I think actually, yeah, this is still going to be fine. If I stand somewhere like this, I should still be hidden. And can fight if needed. This should be okay. Do I want to look ahead these guys? Kinda, yeah, actually. Alright, and you're just running down, which is fine. Okay, Supremacy pops. We got our first escalation. What's it going to be? Body timers. Okay, well, we'll see if we're about to get a flood of tally or not. Looks like we have some coming in. Looks like plus 4. So it's this timer and this timer. Makes sense. Tactical Surge will hit my entire team. That's good. That's what I want. I want a security scramble that. I didn't see who got sent. You're going that way. You're going back. We can probably hide from you. Ooh, not easily. You're going before... Okay, I'm going to slow you down so that I can get my hacker across without getting spotted. You're going to 18. You're going to hear footsteps pretty soon. Okay, I'm going to basically run here. I'm going to let you run down. Hope you don't turn toward me. If you do, it's probably not the end of the world. I should be okay. But ideally, we're not messing with you at all. These guys we can hide from and not deal with. Because the more we have to fight them, the more annoying the fight becomes. I'm going to signal grift this guy. Actually, it means I can kind of hide... If I know where you're going, right? It means I can hide here and it's safe. I think this... I'm going to hope this chair counts as real cover. And I'm going to signal grift from right there. We'll see what happens. It might be terrible. But we'll see what happens. Alright. I'm safe from you. We'll see what this is. Let's go. Sees a corpse. Okay, chooses to be proactive about it. Understandable. And we're just barely okay. Alright, you're going in a square. You've been told to move. We're thankfully going to be able to hide from you, no problem. Sentry's time to shine. I'm going to have you fully delay to see if you need help with this kill or not, because I don't know yet. You're just patrolling, we're chilling. You're guarding. You're running 2. Okay, that's a little scary. And then you're just walking around the map. Okay, not the end of the world. Alright, so my hacker's got to move, and she needs to get to a spot where this guard doesn't see her. I can go there and it works. I'm clearly behind this wall. And I expect that he's not going to walk up and turn left, so I get one shot here and I think that's worth it. Maximize my output. Yep, you see me. Coin flip to hit. Coin flip succeeds. Also, he rolled really well on initiative. I gotta be careful about that one. I only really have one attack here, which isn't great. I have no other tools up, though. This is the best I've got. So we're really just relying heavily on Sparklight here. Wow, I can't believe that hit. That's huge. Sparklight has to get a lot done. So you're patrolling around, that's fine. Okay, Panther outrolled, so at worst he can at least shoot again. But unfortunately, I also didn't bring a melee weapon. I probably should have gone back for the sword with him. I think it's actually pretty worthwhile. Thankfully, this SMG is going to look pretty nice. We get guaranteed glancing hits at worst. Let's try again. Okay, good. That's pretty fortunate. And again, where he's standing is safe from this guy's patrol. We'll see what it looks like on a future turn, but for now it's okay. This wall clearly blocks it. Yep, we are fine. What'd you roll? You rolled a 9. We take those. Okay, gotta be careful to not get heard. Have to crouch for all these, basically. It's fine, though. 10k cred chip. Another blueprint that I can sell. Seems reasonable. Okay, put you here. You should be able to run pretty safely. Let's spend 2 action points. Let's see. That's going to be slightly better pathing. Let's go there. Next box, 50k. We take those, and another melee weapon piece. I think it's a melee weapon piece. I could be wrong. We're getting a lot of weapon mods, which I'm very happy about. And then usually it will snap from here to open this door. Cool. So we are pretty light on device disabling tools right now, which means these 2 pressure plates are going to be really annoying. But it's still the best we kind of have is to... Yeah, I'm going to run back here. I should be safe from this guy. The vision cone shouldn't ever line up. You're walking a straight line. I believe we'll be safe, but I guess we'll see. Again, you're going at 9, so it doesn't really matter. I would ideally like my team to be roughly initiative 9 or 10. Okay, Omni's been sent. Where's this Omni, man? Okay, you're going to be sent toward, yeah, this corpse. Right, that thing ran out. That makes sense. So you're going to walk over. We can still hide from you. You're walking over there. So this side of the map is actually pretty chill. You're going to run towards this camera. So these guards are all in the wrong spot. I don't care anymore. This guy, I don't know how scary he's going to be. But I'm feeling pretty good about most of our potential locations. This guy could be scary. I'm going to go try to find out what he's going to do. You're turning around. You're going to run right over to there, right? You're running by the other camera that got seen. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. So I kind of want to be somewhere like this. This should be pretty cleanly away from both these moves. In fact, I'm pretty sure I'm just completely safe where I am right now. And I can delay for basically everyone. Yeah, I think this is fine. I think it's completely fine, and we can take our turns before this guy even moves, and it's okay. I think you're going to have to we'll even wait on the reloading, because who cares? I don't know what you're doing, but we're going to find out soon. You're doing nothing still? You are going to hopefully head back to under that camera. You're doing nothing. Okay, you're making a nice, easy patrol. Become suspicious, because someone suspicious is near him and says, hey, be suspicious, please. You're going to go to the camera and then hunt. Here you go. The other corpses were already seen, so no new info for you. Unfortunately, I screwed up and Sparklight has the wrong amount of initiative. That is a problem. Might have to have him do almost nothing. which means basically it's like, I think he's on a solo mission to go run toward this stuff. He has Signal Grift still on for a little bit, right? Couple more turns. Okay. That means I can go to here and get past the first pressure sensor. This guy's a problem, and I can't kill him easily, so I'm going to need help, but I'm going to hide you in there and go for a bit of a solo mission. Might be a bit bad, but whatever. Okay, you're on the way over. I should be fully hidden. Yep, we're good. We can now ambush you. Not too worried about this guy right now. I'm thinking melee is most efficient by kind of a lot. If I crouch, is it any better? No. I'm spotted and you're already sprinting, so I don't get a stealth attack anyway. I think hugging this wall is pretty reasonable. It'll get away from these movements with few issues. This guy might see the corpse, which is going to be a problem. Maybe I want to go here. Basically, I want this vision cone to not see me. If I run too far out like this, though, I get spotted, right? Like, we're cutting off part of the vision cone right now. It's going to come out this far. But if I kill him, he's going to fall this way, and he's going to get his corpse revealed. I think I don't have a way around that, though, so it just kind of is what it is. Maybe I can go somewhere like this, and maybe he, like, you know, falls under the table or something. First hit's pretty good. Second hit should be pretty good. And he might just... This might just work. I think this will be enough cover where the angle's not this wide. I'm going to hope that's true. Oh, I get to duck. He doesn't see the corpse. We are chilling. We got what we wanted. All right, perfect. Managed to manicure it. Now, one thing to be afraid of is not getting my footsteps heard. Okay, I'm going to need to go a little bit farther to not be within 10 meters. That should be good enough. Yep, I can run now. Should reload, I think, kind of guaranteed. So what I think I want to do is have the entire team play for this zone. Kill these two guards, get rid of these cameras and whatnot. Now you're at 11, I'm not worried about you. I think we're going to be fine no matter what here. But I'm going to run the entire team over to here. Set up on this guy. Yeah, I'm going to have Sentry sprint over as well. And then I think it's going to be fine. Yeah, ideally kill this guy outside of the camera range as well. Panther's really far away, but we can figure out what to do. Kill you away from the camera. Ooh, she rolled well on initiative. That's great. Okay, first reinforcements have spawned. So far, there are no security events way over here. So they if they do patrol, and they're not going to yet, they're not going to like, they're not responding to any security events. Yeah, so there's the captain, there's the assault, and here's the fire comm. Looks like they're all wearing like kind of the same stuff. Looks like same health and almost same armor. But anyway, yeah, you don't get to do much, but most of my team goes before Delta does. I'm gonna go... I'm just gonna yield. Sentry has a bat, and how good's it going to be? I mean, she might just kill with 2 swings. That seems relatively likely. The bat's good damage, and I'm gonna knock you towards this spot so that you are not gonna be seen by a camera and unlikely to be seen by patrolling guards. Not the greatest damage roll, but I think I'd rather swing the bat again than like claw once then use lumen spear. Let's see, 150 ballistic, and this is 130 kinetic, and then this weapon is, yeah, okay, this is more damage. This is more damage. Good, we got the damage, we got the kill. That's good. All right, that part's chill. Panther can now safely run up with the team. Yeah, I think it's important that we can deal with this guy however he moves. So let's run up here. Let's get away from everybody else. There are no events over here, which is good news. There is a chance you run toward me, so I should at least walk a little bit forward. If I go here, I'm pretty clearly not in the hallway. And I don't trigger these things because I'm still under signal grift. Gonna have Bracket move enough where she's safe. This should be fine, just like this. I got a packet lost something, ideally this. Signal grift is down for how long? It's back in 2 turns. Okay, so basically, He's going to run to about here on this turn. Next turn, he's going to get this box in about to here. And ideally, he can signal grift. No, he doesn't have one. It'll be another turn before then, so that's not going to really happen. Let's have the guards move around. You're going to investigate some corpses. You're going to hunt around. You're kind of useless, though. You're hunting around. You're also kind of useless. You're still patrolling. You've never been told anything. Oh, shoot. I didn't know. I didn't know he was woken up. I didn't track that. Okay. That's a bit of a problem because I have not... Thankfully, I rolled well on initiative. I did not parse that he was going to be one of the ones running at us. I could have known he was suspicious. The only way he would have been suspicious is by getting woken up by the Sec AI. So that was a mistake. But thankfully, my initiative rolls are totally fine. So I'm just not afraid of him. Nobody else can hear the gunfire. So I'm really tempted to go Urban Assault right now and just light him up. And it'll be decent damage. Worth noting, the range here is 10 meters. If I run, I can get a guaranteed glancing hit. No, I can't actually. If I run here, yeah, still no. Okay. I use Urban Assault. Wow, that sucked. You did no damage at all. Basic attack here is going to be pretty bad. Yep, it was indeed pretty bad. Well, intruders spotted. Intruders very much spotted. People are going to hear the gunfire if I use the Urban Assault, so it's pistol only here. 2 shots. If I crit both, okay, you're just going to miss both maybe instead. If I had crit both, I had a chance of actually outright killing him. But anyway, now there's a report of dangerous intruders. We are getting another 2 tally from probably a corpse timer, I would guess. Thankfully, we beat him on initiative, and most of these guards are pretty far away. So we will get some guards sent my way. We'll see how many. The guard's sniper. Okay, only 1 is pretty reasonable. And it's from all the way over here. The sniper is across the map right here. Yep. Alright, so... it's probably still just pistol this guy. I have security scramble next turn to turn this camera off. That's good news for me. Okay, you suck at this. You suck a little bit less at this. Yeah, I don't have scramble up right now. I could reload then shoot, but I think I want to do it like this to preserve focused fire. Oh my gosh, you're terrible. You landed 1 of 3. Well, thankfully, people who are sent my way are just not scary at all. That's very fortunate. I want to get close enough that I get a guaranteed glancing hit. The downside is having only 1 AP left afterwards means if I don't get this kill, Sentry really, really has to get it. But I think the odds are very high that I get what I want. So I'm going to run up to here. Full auto. I'm guaranteed glances. It's not a guaranteed kill. Well, I get the crit, so we're completely fine. Your corpse over there. I'm going to run this way. The goal is to signal grift this body and then use that to get past both of these things, and we're going to be chilling. So that part's fine. Sentry can wait. Bracket can knock down this camera, and Sentry can grab. I'm safe where I'm standing, so let's go ahead and just do it this way. Most of them are patrolling. We are totally fine. Hunting. Still basic patrol route. They'll be heading my way, though, which is scary. They're heading down that alleyway. That's not a good sign for me. That is not a good sign for me. Okay, so Bracket needs to knock this camera down. Camera is down. Yield the Sentry. Sentry gets loot box. Loot box 8 is mine. Nice. More weapon mods. I would like some weapons themselves, but weapon mods for now will do. Run down there. So yeah, I think we're going to have a real fight on our hands with these 3 guys. Maybe I can pull them away with Shadow, but if I can't do that, it's going to be a whole mess. One thing I might want to try, but I don't want to hang myself out in the open like this, is we could try to get the entire team to come up like this. If these guys all run down this alleyway to handle the fact that intruder was spotted here and that their patrol appears to be walking down this way, if we can get into this room, they'll walk right by. We can sneak up through here and get this stuff, and then come out here, grab this box, then get out. That's going to be the plan. I'm going to leave you here. I think that's going to be fairly safe. I don't think I'm worried about you. We already knew who was sent towards me. There should be a corpse running out, maybe? No, nothing. Okay, there's no events. You need to reload your pistol. This is, I think, a decent tactical surge turn, but the tough thing is Sparklight's in a really weird spot where he just can't get out yet. And so I'm not sure like what the best chain of events is, because I do want to get out from under this guy, but I also need Sparklight to get to safety. I think we just Tax Surge because it's just a good enough use of time. You're doing nothing. That's cool. He's going back to his spot. Yep, he's heading forward now. Still okay for now. Of note, yeah, so your vision range right here, guard captains see 18 meters as well. Okay, for some reason I thought captains saw farther. Maybe it's at higher power levels, or I'm just delusional and hallucinating. Could have sworn captains saw farther. Yep, you're running. Waking people up, but you're really far from me. I'm not worried about it too much. I'm going to have you Signal Grift. Body timer is gone, and now you're immune to pressure plates. Yeah, it is pretty far away. It's 4 AP there and more than 4 AP back. This box always just takes so many turns to clean out properly. It's so far out of the way for a single box. You're just patrolling. You are on the way next to the Grunt Captain. Yep. So there's where you guys are. So yeah, they're going to keep walking forward every turn. And I mean, this guy just is not going to make it anywhere for a while. I'm thinking, though, the plan really is, let's put the team in this gold loot room. Actually, am I worried about you guys? I shouldn't have to be. I'm going to run everybody up across the room and it's going to be fine. I'm going to choose to believe that it'll be fine. I think standing here is relatively safe. We can get Sentry and Bracket across, and my EX can figure it out. I trust he can figure it out. I think he'll be fine. He has a smoke at worst. Alright, what do we got? You're going back over there? Sure. You still have no new orders, and then my team can pretty cleanly sprint across the map now. If I have to go for a firefight, I can, but I believe... Well, I really don't believe I can bypass them. That's not quite true. If I get over here and I shadow up this way, they're going to run up that direction, and then I can sneak through on the Agent EX, so it'll probably be okay. I'm going to put you here, hide you in cover. Just because I don't know for sure what these guys are going to be doing on their turns, and I want to be kind of safe. You can chill right there, you're going to be fine. Alright, that is Supremacy popping again for the Escalation. Escalation is body timers. Thankfully there aren't that many dead guards, so it's not that much extra tally. There is some, though. Sparklight is nowhere near getting away from these guys. So for now, we're going to have to wait, and wait, and wait, and see what these guys do. Sparklight can pretty safely... I'm going to actually have you stop right here. I think that's an okay spot to stand for now. I'm also at no ammo, by the way, so he really is not prepared for a fight. You're hunting back up, which is a little scary for me. You're fine. He's going to keep walking down. Yep. Okay, he's now blocking the patrol route. You're back to your spot. You're still running down as well. You're heading down, yes. This big group here is all very annoying for me. Do not want to have to deal with that. They're just too tanky to be easily dealt with. Okay, so I think the plan... I ideally want to pre-compute after Sparklight ends his turn to make sure he has enough initiative to go easily first. Throw Shadow like against the wall, have them all look the wrong way, and get across. So I need to delay. Actually, well, I'm going to security scramble. And then you're in pre-compute range still. That's good. I'm going to crouch to here. I'm going to scramble this so that we can run by it. Delay. No, don't be on a patrol, you jerk. I don't want you to interact with my team literally at all. I'm just going to put you here. I want you guys to get away from me, okay? I want you guys to just not be in combat with my squad, okay? Just chill. I mean, this room is safe. All we're really losing is 2 tally per turn, which is like not that big of a deal. So Sparklight is going to walk up to here, which is looking a little scary, but I'll be fine. I'm going to stand right here. I'm going to end my turn. I rolled really poorly on initiative, but pre-computed solves everything. You're going back up to 20, buddy. Puts it to be too loud. So we're going to crouch you to here. Should be relatively safe. We know where most of these guys are going. You're going to be right there. That's fine. Next turn starts. One more Merc got woken up. He's going to run towards one of these body timers, probably down this way. So the entire squad is hiking this corridor here. Turns back on. A little bit scary. Shadow. This will turn them around. But let's see. What I want them to actually look at specifically is... I don't want them to look right up here. I want them to, like, face this wall and, like, have the entire team go kind of the wrong direction. How do I get that the way I want? Like, you guys face right there. You're not going to see anything. Okay. So they all look right over there. They're all going to walk to that point. And that gives him the space. You are the worst. I have to delay past you. Okay. I need this guy to end his turn and hopefully not run toward me. What I could do potentially is run to here and then run up. That's a little scary. I'd much rather go in a more direct route. I'm going to go ahead and say that you're going to run somewhere I don't care about. Actually, I'm going to yield. Where are you going? You're kidding me. I might need my ex to just leave. I mean, how does he... I don't want to kill these guys. It's going to be way too difficult. I can kill this guy, potentially. If he just runs there, I can kill him. And your initiative is 12? Okay, we're just going to kill this guy. Yeah, okay. The plan is just kill this guy when he finishes his move. Alright, you're going to go right up to Shadow. You'll go back to your patrol next turn. You've resumed your old patrol. You're going to go up to Shadow as well. You're running over there. Yep. Okay, you're patrolling on a square. You're still doing nothing. He's still fully unaware. He's going there like a jerk. Can't see me. Oh, he can see me now. I'm in Overwatch. That's fine, though. You're not really scary to me. And, okay, footsteps will be heard. Is it realistic? Yeah, I'd have to go... Ooh, and then someone else would see me? Yeah, you would see me. And that's still within 10 meters. Okay, so the plan is basically... just walk here, shoot the pistol a few times. And expect to not get seen too heavily. They're going to resume their patrol next turn, but this guy's going to be dead before then. So we can get my EX to, like, around here or something. Yeah, these guys don't see enough for me to have to care. We should be fine. So I'm going to walk right here. That's 3 pistol shots cleanly. I move so that I'm not blocking these people's line of sight. And I have spare action points anyway, because I can shoot the pistol with 1 AP at the end. But it's looking decent. This guy's going to drop. And yeah, this map always takes just forever, because of how much I usually want to try to clear. Don't want to get heard, but I do want to just like, book it across the map here, so... run to here is acceptable. Who would see me? You would see me, but only for the briefest of moments. That's not going to matter. Camera might turn and see me. That's too bad if that's the case. We're going to get another security event, but can't do anything about that. You're right there. It's fine. It's Brackett's turn. Unfortunately, this gun is a little loud. I don't have the good silencer. How is your gun this loud? Yeah, just 10 meters. I don't have the good silencer on it. They're just all right there. Anywhere they can hear the gun is somewhere they can hear the footsteps, so I really don't have any great options. I'm going to yield to Sentry. Sentry has a slightly better chance of doing stuff here, I think. You have minus footstep noise, right? Does she? Not that I see. Okay, just kidding. She doesn't. But what I would like to do... Wow, even that would be too loud. Okay. What I'd like to do is if I go here... I'll use the I also want to be somewhere I have line of sight such that I can stun. So if I go for a stun strike, this guy dies. But also, he's basically always dead to a pistol shot or eye lasers. I'd rather use eye lasers, to be honest, because that way I can save the stun for a later turn. Eye lasers aren't guaranteed the kill. Actually, because of that, I should go for the stun strike. Actually, I should yield back to Bracket. And if she doesn't miss the shot, then we're okay. I'm going to put you here. Actually, no. I'm going to stop a little short. I'm going to stop here. Generate not all the recoil. 62%. Please kill. Okay. All right. That lets me save cooldowns for Sentry, which is good. These guys are all going to keep walking down here now. I'm going to hope the camera is not horrible. But I have no guarantees around that. Ultimately, not much else to do but wait. This is going to turn back on. Unfortunately, I turned it off and got nothing about it. Hope these guys keep running away. That would be great. I'm feeling safe. I have a good initiative roll. Sentry should be chilling. You're patrolling down. You still have received no news. You're back to your spot. You're going to go back the way you were going. Yep, down you go. So probably going in a big square is my guess. Similar for you. You have to wait. Bracket can knock this this down, which is correct here. But if they all leave, we can run and it's effective again. You're on the way down. Run, 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 run. She's investigating a corpse timer, I'm pretty sure. And they're mostly far enough away they don't hear footsteps, which is good news. You're going back to your spot. You're on the way down to there. Alright, bypass successful. We freaking did it. I definitely need to reload my gun. I think... Here, I'm going to yield, because I want to make sure the rest of my team can do things. You're going to hear my footsteps. I don't like that. I can bypass you, though, right? So I'm going to crouch for one step. Get to here. I am not quite in range for Crimson Vector, which kind of sucks. But I can at least go right here and bat you twice. That seems playable. That's a corpse right in the middle of nowhere at the end of it all, but it's fine. If claws are a guaranteed kill, no, it's not. If I glance, he doesn't live, and if I mineral damage, he doesn't live. That's like a decently, like, 40% chance he doesn't die. Just for 1 AP, it's not worth it. Let's just, well, I mean, if I don't get it, I just use Handblades again, and he still dies. I think it's worth it then, because I have a way of easily hedging this. Okay, we got what I wanted, which allows me to spend another action point running forward, which is good news as far as I'm concerned. Also, I believe Berserk's natively comes with 3 initiative, which means I get to go early next turn. Somewhat likely. Considering you're at 16, I kind of care about that. This camera likely turns back and sees me. I don't have a way around that. It just is what it is. I'm just going to lurch forward, and it'll be fine. Smile. I'm going to stand right here and reload the SMG. I think that'll be acceptable. There are no events on this side of the map, so no one should be woken up to come down toward me. You should be running in a straight line still. These guys should not be a concern whatsoever. Crouch, spend 1 point. I'm actually going to yield and have Bracket move, because that way I can do initiative stuff if needed. She cannot end her turn in there without getting a bunch of tally. I don't want that. So I'm going to end my turn here. I think shooting this guy is not worth it. Waking him up and getting tally events is not worth, in my opinion. Most of my team rolled pretty poorly on initiative. I think I'm going to take the reload. And then she rolled well. So, interestingly, a lot of my team is actually in a decent spot here, which I find pretty entertaining. Let's see. If I run like here, I can probably get into this room with like a crouch. Because like, I can run to here or something like that, right? If I'm going to try to end here, I can run to this location, not wake anybody up. This is going to turn on briefly. It's fine. I can then crouch, get here. This guy will turn, but his initiative is 12. I also have Tactical Surge next turn. Don't have bonus initiative on it yet. But what I can do is drop you down below 16 to 10. And that means my entire team goes before both these guys. Camera will definitely see me. I'm confident the camera's going to turn. But this right here guarantees that my whole team goes essentially before everyone that matters. And we can kind of open up. This should work pretty well. If this guy turns around, I'm going to be pissed. He shouldn't, but if he does, you know. Cameras go high power modes. We're going to generate some heat. There's the camera. Yep. A little bit of pain. Tactical Surge for the squad. Tau should not be a problem. If he is, I'm going to be very, very sad. I'm going to run right here for this kill. You're going at the very, very end, so let's kill the guy who's rolling. I mean, he still rolled below all of us, but this to me is safe. I'm not worried about it. They see me. They're mad. I don't care. First strike is decent. Second strike is not a guaranteed kill. I thankfully rolled well enough. Ooh, nice. Okay, it's a low level gun, but we got ourselves our first rail gun. That's kind of exciting. Please keep going the same direction. Okay, good. I was pretty sure, but I didn't know 100%. But no, we're fine. Bracket has not been seen yet. Ultimately, yeah, so the crappy thing is... Okay, so I cannot start hacking this turn no matter what I do. I want to yield to Sentry. Ooh, wait, if I yield, though, I mean, there's no way he turns around and sees me, right? The odds of that are, like, basically 0. So what I was thinking, basically, is... I would like to not trigger the camera, because right now the camera, all it's done is seen 2 people. Which is, you know, 2 guards being sent, which, you know, we'll see. Hopefully it's not the scary guys. But the more things the camera sees, the more that big guards are sent my way, and I really don't want that to happen. So I would like to do something where I don't get revealed, right? I'd like something where I can, you know, go around here, turn off the camera, things like that, right? A way to do that is to, like... Well, actually, there's no real way to do it except to just run across like this and then use packet loss. And packet loss is down, by the way. And... Security Scramble is down, and Line Crawler is up, but he's not in range of this. So what I'm tempted to do is just, like, run all the way up towards, like, this location, coming around this way. And just pretend... Actually, I'm very confident Sentry has the damage. It's a basic guard, and Sentry has 8 action points. It's going to be fine. I'm not worried about it. We're just going to go for this play. And I'm going to run all the way up to here. I believe the camera will not turn all the way over to see me. So it will not generate tally. I will get up here, no problem. Next turn, I'll be able to hack. It's not going to be a problem at all. I'm going to have you run over here and kill him that way. Hopefully the camera won't see the corpse. Wouldn't that be nice? Strike 1. Oh, you're definitely dead. And if you're definitely dead, let's go Handblades. Okay, I suck at this. I mean, it was 2 AP no matter what. It is what it is. Okay, he didn't go far enough. Camera saw the body. Well, that's another incident. I'm going to put you somewhere relatively hidden. Yeah, if you're here, because we're going to have guards being sent this location, this location, this location. They saw Sentry right here. They saw Panther here, and they saw the corpse right here. So 3 guards are going to be sent, and they're going to be sent 1, 2, 3. And so I need to hide and be ready to protect this location. Okay, your checkpoint's all the way down there. Cool. We've got some time. We got some space. You're going to start hunting. Okay, you're useless. That's good. You're on the way there, and you're ready to turn around. All right, so Sparklight, can you do anything good? That is not in range of anything at all. If I rush to this side, I can grab this loot box. I don't want to be separated because I'm definitely still worried about getting run over by like this guy or something. So I'm going to go all the way towards here. That should be relatively safe. I don't think the camera turns all the way over. It's going to turn like this. It should miss both my guys, and he can kind of run up, and like he can run to here and hit it with a line crawler, probably. Or that with the line crawler. That should work. You have a good chance of being woken up next turn. Okay, there we go. You got woken up. One of you got woken up. Looks like a small guard, a big guard, and a small guard. Yeah, here we go. 2 guards and a oh, actually, oh, shoot. Okay, there were 4. Wait, where were there 4 from? Was one of them a corpse? I think one of them should have been a corpse, right? 3 are being sent towards my core team, though. 5k, it's something. Oh, shoot. I didn't realize the camera actually does turn to that box. Okay, yeah, I mean, I forgot about that, but fair enough. Which means it totally saw sentry as well, right? Yep, okay. I misjudged what was available to me. I'm going to go ahead and still line crawler this thing. I'm going to reload this urban assault. Actually, I'm going to wait. Let the guards have their turn. Okay, you're being sent. You are going toward me. Bracket's going to go hack for loot. Your cooldown should be back up pretty clearly. We've killed more than 9 for all the loot, that's for sure. Program loading is skippable. Double trap. Download and download. Okay, gotta get rid of them both. Do I care about the devices? No, no, very little, and definitely not. I'm not gonna go there just for the pressure plate that I can knock down myself in some other way. So I'm not gonna bother. Can actually use must be killed. I'm gonna load traps early because what this might be is blocking trap loading, which look at that. Download and download. So gotta kill both. I've got 5 action points left. So I'm gonna basically walk here and then end my turn, and then we'll get through this, then come all the way down here. And it might be another 2-turn hack, which would be great. You're doing nothing. Fine. You're going to keep waiting. You were sent over. That's... yeah, so unfortunately, 2 of the really durable enemies were sent right toward me, which is not a good sign. And in fact, with this camera seeing 2 more, there's going to be 2 more guards sent my way. So probably this guy and, you know, one of these 2 is going to be sent over in a sec. You're on the way. Where are you headed? Okay, you are headed... oh... potentially away from us. That actually might be a corpse you're running toward. Oh, man. Okay, every good guard is sent my way. That is not a good sign. That is definitely not a good sign. But you're going to take a reload. You're going to kind of hide behind these boxes. There's basically no way they get direct line of sight on you. And we'll figure it out a bit later. I'm going to hope that line crawler bounces and takes his camera down, so we don't get the entire map sent my way. But yeah, we're going to escalate. Odds of the escalation being reinforcements are very high, I think. But we should be able to finesse this for the most part. That's the hope. I think you being here is a little dangerous. I mean, if they walk up to this corpse, they see you. If I go here, I'm really well hidden. They have to get really far into the room to see me. So you being here is acceptable. Not much else for you to do. You can end your turn. Panther can go for a reload. I'm going to put you behind this box. Depending on where they go, they might go all the way into the room. So I think this is acceptable. Actually, you know what? I'm going to turn this camera off just now. I know they're sending 2 more guards my way, but at least they won't send more. 3 turns from Tack Surge. That's going to be a little scary. Okay, looks like Line Crawler indeed bounced. It bounced to this because there's nothing else to hit. Fair enough. Okay, body time is the escalation. That's fine. It's basically a dead escalation. Alright, well, these guys are going to run in towards us, and it'll be a whole thing. You've run towards where you saw a corpse or something. You're hunting and failing. Good start. Let's keep waiting. You're useless. I don't care. How about you? One of them is sent towards the corpse. Okay. You're hunting the wrong way as well. It's good news. Are any of you smart? No, you just... okay, you're all hunting towards where the camera saw people and choosing incorrectly. We take those. It's only down for 1 turn. Let's try to have Bracket finish her job. You're the one following the corpse. And you're the easiest one to kill. So, that's probably fine. Okay. Program loading blocked. Program loading blocked. Scan. We need this stuff. Download and download. Got it. I need all 3 of these to keep going. Connection use must be hit. Come down here. Tally any action. And we're chilling. And then we go here and we get use a program, steal AP, download access, take my downloads. All right. And we are done. I should stop here. We need this kill before she gets spotted. So Panther's got to walk across the map anyway. If I go right here, I'm not in footstep range of these guys. If I go too close, I get hurt, but right now I'm not. Now, initiative is looking a little scary here. Basic attack's not guaranteeing. The power slice looks a little bit nicer. We're going to go for a power slice. Power slice did good damage, but not all the damage. I can actually safely run 1 action point worth. That puts me here. I'm a little afraid of what this guy might do, so I'm actually going to walk over like this. Or I can still run this side of the map, right? So basically, I think Sentry gets this kill. It'll be fine. You're safe where you are. I can crouch up here. I can easily hand blade you. Okay, if I go here, you're easily hand bladed. 1 AP to get closer. 1 AP to strike. Down you go. Great. Am I able to run? No. Okay, let's walk for 1. Then we can run for 3. Should get me to safety. This camera will turn on at the end of this turn. Is what it is. Can't do much about that. Don't want to go any closer because I don't know where they're going yet. Sparklight is going to need to go for a nice use of shadow. I'm thinking if I come out like this. Let's turn on their vision cones. If I go like this. Oh, shadow's down for a turn. Shoot. Okay. I mean, that should block line of sight. And I can throw shadow at them, and that should look decent. Almost no matter what goes on, it should work. So I'm going to make that the play. I'm going to run here. I'm going to stay there. I'm done. Bracket can come down, join the team. That seems fine. Camera turns back on in a sec. A guard is missing, so someone's going to be sent, maybe. To tally otherwise. Camera is on. Please don't turn. Good. Alright, it is... I'm going to pre-compute him so he can throw shadow now. That way he can throw shadow and throw these guys away. If you go right there, all three of you turn towards that point. There. That gives me a lot of space to work with. I think to be safe, I might still do a bunch of delays. I don't want to be where that sniper can see me. But it'll let my team get across. And then, again, they're going to go back to like their random hunting, but it should be a good start. You run towards Shadow. He's going to come back later. That's fine. Ooh. Your vision code's not great. It's fine. We'll be alright. You're hunting. I don't care. You're going to come close. No, you're hunting back that way. We love it. And you're blocking off his line of sight, so now we're actually in a pretty good spot here. Alright, the initiative rolls were not the worst. For sure, but we can get across. This should be fine. I'm not worried about this part. You're fine where you are. Panther has another look ahead. We can drop their initiative by 2. And they're all trying to head back that way, so I can get across as well. There you go. Alright, they're heading back to their old spot. Bracket can do a similar thing. Looks like you are fine. We've crossed 1 hour into the game already. This is map every time. This map is an hour long. It just is. If you play really just full out combat and have good quality weapons, you can kill them fast enough. But this map just is an hour long. It's fun though. It's when I was playing earlier in early access, actually almost a year ago now, because I started playing in July of 2024. This was like one of what felt like 7 maps in the game that were like in the proc gen pool. And so I played this map, you know, about 1/6 of the time. Also, actually, this map was one of the only ones that was eligible for virtually every mission type. And so you would get it a lot, but it was like kill 3 captains. Well, this one's available. So you just run into this map a ton of the time. I believe Bracket has packet loss. Somebody's going to be optimal. And yeah, based on where you guys are going, I mean, they might hunt, so I should be a little bit afraid, but for the most part, I think Sentry's going to be the runner. Okay, you have the most move speed, I think, right? Your move speed is 107, 103. Okay, 115 for the Cyber Knight. Okay, it's one of you two. It's Sentry or Panther, but I think Sentry's going to make the round trip sooner. Tactical Surge looks, I think it's worth it. Someone's got to go there and back. So I can barely get with 1 AP to spare. Let's go here and kind of measure. You guys can all go. Okay, are you going to hunt toward me? Please don't. Or you just get... No, the return is like 1 turn. That's right. Okay. I am liking that Shadow is functionally spend 1 turn running a Shadow, spend 1 turn going back, and then resume your duties. I actually prefer that. I think it's pretty solid. I like that sort of version of events, basically. Put you here. That is in packet loss range. We can knock this thing out. Great. And then Sentry has... Yeah, Sentry's going to be better at this overall. She actually might sneak in with 2 AP to spare. It's... No, it's not going to happen. Okay, that means Panther's better at this. Because they're both 1 AP left, but Panther has more move speed. He is 10% higher. So the fastest person for this is Panther getting to here. Is clearly able to snap onto the box and turn around for 1 AP. Is it a good box? It's okay. This is sellable. Red cubes I have literally no value for. You can't even sell them. So this was, no, this was incredibly low value. Alright, well, we'll leave the team right here. We should be really, really safe overall. Line crawler down for several turns. Let's put the whole team kind of around here. We're waiting for the Cyber Knight more than anything else. You're fine as you're standing. Okay. We're running for the exit. We've already got plenty of security escalations overall. We're already at max sec level. So the max security you can get from security tally is it's 2 per level and it caps at 15. And so sec level 8 is the max like heat you can get from sec level. I think triggering these devices is fine. Let me make sure that Panther is like not completely griefing here. I think Panther generating 1 tally for this is okay. A guard will be sent my direction, I just won't care. Or I could knock down this pressure sensor, but... Meh? I think we just trigger the sensor and it is what it is. I'm not worried about this. Let's put you here. Okay, whole team's gonna hug this wall, gonna hide from the camera because the camera itself is generating 1 heat. I forget, there's also a cap on how much bonus heat you can get from things like high power cameras. I don't remember the number. It's something like 8 to 10 or something. I believe we're not at the cap right now, so ideally we be a little bit safe here. Again, this tally doesn't really matter. I'm not expecting the escalation that's going to happen to do anything. I think you're fine where you are. Didn't really need to go for delays the entire time, but whatever. Put the whole team right here under the camera. You're done. Then I'm tempted to not escalate. So I'm pretty tempted to go right here. And then throw down legit just smoke. Then say, look, next turn I can run for it. It's not going to be a problem. I think that's acceptable. I'm going to have Panther turn the camera off. Smoke actually blocked 1 heat right there. Kind of important. Or at least kind of nice. Panther has security scramble. We kill the camera. And the team gets out. Alright. Sec level 8. Got all the boxes. We got the kills for the bonus money. Wonderful stuff. We will play forward the story convos. And next episode, we'll be continuing the story missions. Because we're already an hour in. And I'm not going to start a 2-part mission afterwards. Don't want to overstay our welcome. We're clear, but don't slow down. Alright, big raid. We get half the XP because that's the challenge run rules. Let's go check our cold storage. We almost got enough to level up. Really unfortunate that we didn't. Is what it is. 33 XP. If we don't even get enough from handling. Oh no. Yeah, so 4 from the cameras, 15 from the cap. We got a little bit of extra money. Well, we got some money at all that we wouldn't have gotten otherwise, so 28k there. Again, we got a nice railgun that we can try to use. We got a lot of weapon mods we can get some use out of potentially. And a bunch of blueprints and files and stuff we can sell. So we'll go take a quick look at how our loot is feeling. No file sets to mint just yet. Look for things not used by a set. We can sell these. Ooh, we high rolled. We got 2 legendary Q anomaly reports. That's actually huge. These are just straight up worth money. They're worth nothing else. So give them to the person who spends the most. Worth noting, by the way, that if you do grab Midnight as your face, Firebird is a very generous, like, seller, essentially. That's kind of nice. Don't need favors for anybody, but we'll just take the money. Feels pretty good. Have some blueprints to sell. Of course, we can't, you know, by the rules, can't use any of these. No one buys level 4 stuff yet. So we'll sell the garbage things that aren't, you know, special in any way. Then we'll say, hey, I guess some influence on Boxer is fine. It can't be sold to anybody else anyway. And then this half grip can be sold, and I guess we can just give Joe some influence. Not that it really matters, but it's a free 1k. This wants to be sold to a Wire Ghost. We're up to 50. We're almost there for a dance hall. Definitely want to Puppet Master your limit breaks there. And then these just get sold to highest bidder. Doing pretty well on money, which is nice. Let's go check our haul in terms of weapons. So yeah, we have the Vulcan Punch compared to the Street Scout. So we have the Sniper. We could go here. So we get clearly more damage per bullet. It's not close. We get very meaningful armor shred. The ranges are basically identical, right? So in terms of... Actually, you know what's funny is we have mods here. Let me remove the mod to make the comparison more fair. So we get clearly more damage per bullet, same accuracy, way more shred, functionally same range, because you're not going to shoot... You're not really going to shoot an early game sniper rifle with a, you know, at like 38 meters and have a like big accuracy drop off. And it's actually quieter as well. Now that said, of course, you can put a silencer on a sniper. You can't do that on a railgun. But at the end of the day, like, you know, I'm as loud as my noise is. And so depending on how the map is shaped, it's not even horrible. So pretty playable. Until I have ways of capping my crit chance, it's kind of sort of a freebie, essentially. Anyway. Oh, right. Sorry. We also got weapon mods to look at. So we got a... Yep, SMG mag for plus... Ooh, the minus accuracy, not worth it. There's no way I'm going to run that. I don't want to lower my accuracy. Got another blade bat, which is kind of nice. I got an E-rifle or railgun bat, so I can get some more flat damage here. Kind of nice. I got a third good silencer. I got another one of these, so... Just a worse version of the same thing. And then I got a pistol barrel for some flat damage if I wanted it. Alright. Face levels up, which is good news. Because I definitely... I think I realized I actually want to get Cocospire with the influence here. Wish I'd done it sooner, but I think I want this before I want Puppet Master cooldown. I could be wrong. The thing is, level 4 is really far away. It's like 3 or 4 missions out. But I guess Cocospire is on cooldown, right, for 28 days. So there's nothing I can do except grab Puppet Master. Because Cocospire is on cooldown regardless. But next level, I'm going here. And then eventually at level like 5 plus 6, I go for cooldown. And we probably start moving this way toward pulling strings. And then potentially toward handpicked, honestly. Maybe I go through arm work. It's basically, it's like 1, and then over. Or otherwise I have to go 2 this way. The reason to grab pulling strings is to try to push on influence limit breaks towards power plays for specifically doctors, since one of the only progression vectors I have is cyberware. And so pulling strings allows me to re-roll the limit break, which is useful. And then handpick just might be useful because I'll probably end up hiring a good number of recruits. Because I expect to have a lot of downtime with doing a lot of cyberware. So I'm going to go for the right-hand side build when I can. You're still treating your wound. Everyone else kind of busy. Right, so I can put on this Ion Bat and get some more kinetic damage on this blade. Because I have a lot of strength, I'm getting kinetic as extra pure, and because I have it from here as well, I'm basically getting a lot of value out of a only kinetic damage weapon, so I'm going to keep building this way. I did kind of realize, though, that I sort of preferred having melee for the Agent EX, and so I'm going to go here. Orbital Assault had some use, but I actually felt myself really liking the power of the bat. So you've got, yeah, Mindscape Silencer for this. You've got a basic pistol silencer for that, which is fine, which means I need my hacker to also have the Mindscape Silencer, so I have that for coverage. And then my War Machine, I just expect to, like, use the bat a lot more. That seems fine. Can't treat anyone yet. Dr. Ash is still busy. I have 2 tasks full still. When the nanoscrubber is done, I can build up the command HQ and get a 3rd concurrent safehouse task. That'll be kind of nice. I finally have the money to build my underworld hub. I guess I could have just waited, but too late for that one. Is there anything else I can sell, actually? Not really. I'm going to hold on to all these. I have use of them, potentially. No armors. I have a 4th silencer, so I can sell one of these pistol silencers, actually. And then I'm going to hold on to this, which is useful. There's a world where I get enough E-rifles that I care. I think I'm literally never going to do this. I think I will never take minus accuracy. So I'm going to sell this, actually, for the money. Everything else I can have use out of, though. I'm actually enjoying the playstyle of make do with what I have and consider every piece of loot a bit more, like, carefully. I actually quite enjoy that. Okay, so next thing up is going to be... darn. There's a nice thing that comes with this convo. Actually, no. I can block on this. So if I never press spacebar, I can keep this on red for a long time. And only run this when I've gone through a bunch of other story content. So that's going to be the plan. You're still healing. It's fine. Actually, it's not the most fine, actually. Okay, we have to go on the convo. Let's run the convo. We have to make the call. Are we going over to Ghoul's side in the D-Cartel internal war? I want to be sure the stakes are clear here. If we go to Ghoul, there is no going back. We can't negotiate anything without tipping our hand enough that Ghoul could sink us by telling Octane about how we went behind her back, or ratting us out to Syndicate boss Henninger. It's a risk. Without divulging my rider's origin, our part in the Haven smokeout, and at least an inkling of the plan for the loophole heist, we won't be able to get Ghoul's attention. But what we stand to gain is a new ally in D-Cartel who can help us clear our debt the old-fashioned way, by killing our loan shark, Octane. It's hard to shake the feeling that Octane is lying to us and twisting the truth for her own gain. Now, ultimately, I'm going to say, yes, let's work with Ghoul. Put the word out through your channel. It's time we level with Ghoul. This is unexpected, but I'll tell you what happens next since you've decided to extend the olive branch. You're going to tell me everything about this heist you're hinting at, and then you're going to run it for me instead of Octane. I'll give a paired quantum endpoint, and you can connect that to the system. Whatever system we're talking about. And if you don't, well, I'll tell Henninger of what you're up to. And though I haven't talked to the snake in years, I will call Octane and tell her about this chat. Remember, we called you. Don't think we aren't aware that would be your leverage. So cut the noise, let's talk business. If we hit our data bunker for you, then you'll help us deal with our debt problem. There's only one way to do that, which is killing Octane. But yes, I will happily help you do that. And I'm sorry for my earlier bluster, sometimes I forget exactly who I'm talking to. Let's get this new alliance off on the right foot. I respect that you knew this would happen, so let's make it happen. Run the job for me. Loophole heist has been removed. We can now pull off Ghoul's mission. He will help us eliminate our debt the only way he knows how. Endpoint Cutthroat is ready to be planned. Endpoint Cutthroat is thankfully, 6 days, 18 away, which isn't horrible. Problem is, it's gonna ask for 4 people, and it's only a few days away. And so, minor spoiler, I actually know that after this mission comes a really short time frame one, and so I basically, here's the thought process, right? So I would like to run this mission and get paid. That's all wonderful. That's great. That's totally fine. The manicuring here is I want to run this convo when I have downtime. It gives you the option of sending a bunch of your mercs on some legwork downtime that, I mean, ends up being pretty positive, but ultimately it's just not going to happen here. We don't really have the time for it. So I think we just start the convo now. I'm on the edge of forging the German connection in this town. Just need your help. The newly landed Warner-Braun leadership are strangers in a strange town. They're looking for somewhere to feel comfortable, safe, somewhere to relax a little and let their guard down. And maybe most importantly, somewhere to grow their fledgling connection to the new Boston underworld. And what, have a few drinks and dance under the lights? Who doesn't want that? So, you think your club can be that place. If you were a fixture there, I know it could be the place. Managed to get their attention, and a few of the Warner-Braun mid-levels have come by. But if the right whispers got around about who frequents my club, the face of a rising cyber knight, that could seal the deal. You're just trying to get him to party with you at the club, aren't you? Yes, that's exactly what I'm trying to do, and it would be even better if other members of your crew came as well. You have to dance a few nights away to make an omelet, right? So I'd play the gatekeeper to the new boss in Underworld. You'd look perfect doing it. Come down, work your network, take some time off, spend some time with me. If we commit midnight to a stint at the club, we'll have the chance to send up to 2 other mercenaries. If we're not ready, we could choose a delay before committing him to the legwork. It actually is a delay angle. We'll delay as long as we can. Let me get my mercs in a row, we'll reconvene. I know it's not going to wait. No, it will not. Need to know soon whether you can make this commitment. Some drinks, some nights out, it's painless. I'm asking you to come give Underworld cred to my club. In return, you get access to Warner-Braun leaders otherwise locked up in their towers. Get your mercs lined up, decide who is going to my party bus, and get back to me soon. You will not be able to delay it again. If we cannot commit, we have to refuse. Okay. So the nice thing is this is now coming up in 9 days, which gives me some time to run endpoint, cutthroat, and everything else. Now, because I kind of want Liat to heal up and be available for the mission, I'm going to go ahead and grab Rhino as a recruit now because I don't have time for it otherwise. I made my offer. You have to decide. Welcome to the team, Rhino. Alright, so Rhino's in the squad now. Endpoint Cutthroat due in about 6 days. I'm going to run most of time forward. We have a file set looting, which we'll do at some point. That'll be fine as well. We have Rhino to retrain here, and with Liat being kind of busy, we might... oh yeah, she's also, right, injured as well, which is all kinds of fun. I'm going to respec and do the exact same build, by the way. We just run them at the same mission at the same time, but I need as much power as I can get, so you are going to be on this kind of build. And because you're not crit heavy, I'm actually probably going to give you the Vulcan Punch here. And I have the battery, so yeah, +2 reload or more damage. More reloads, but the reload's going to cost 6 AP. That's fine. Here you go. This is yours. Here's a pistol that we don't have a silencer for, but it doesn't really matter anyway. We've got my 5 armor sets. That's fine. Okay, so what's the plan here? The plan is to get Liat to heal and run him on endpoint Cutthroat because I'm going to want the combat power. And as far as my team is concerned, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 people. That makes sense. Once he's healed up, I'm going to send Rhino for the healing because she doesn't work for D-Cartel, so there's no better time to send her than then. It also doesn't really matter when we run all these missions, except for getting Liat back, because, again, I want him on the squad. So we have playtime for it no matter what. Nano Scrubber is built. Command HQ is going to be upgraded now. Great. Let's go ahead and have this convo happen. My insider is willing to steal a prototype Matsumoto Nanofab stabilizer formula. Just loot the files in the set. It's a jealously guarded Matsumoto global secret for the moment, but it isn't likely to last. Someone else will steal it or crack the formula, and then the opportunity to bank on it dries up. I've shelled out a hefty bribe for the blue card worker to risk it all for this formula. What's the formula? Megacorps are always trying to find ways to guard their blueprints better to prevent just anyone from stealing and using them. Most common path is to formulate special stabilizing agents, special secret chemicals you need to dump in with your NBS cubes, or resulting physical molecules just won't set right. My bribed insider was able to sneak the formula out of the main lab to a nearby facility in 3 parts, and I will pay for any part you can lift. So we're the last mile pickup. We might be able to do that for you. Loot file set job, the green stretch. So this is a relatively straightforward and simple level for what it's worth. Bonus influence, kind of nice, although nothing he provides is something I care about. So, in fact, it's going to be really hard with how much heat we have anyway, but whatever. Point is, we still want this guy to be healed. Your wound has been recovered. German connection due eventually. Understood. Okay, you're going to sit with me here. Thankfully, your downsides are very low value. It's a couple of resists, and I mean, dump shock is like truly useless because you don't hack. I'm going to go ahead and send the sniper now for treatment. 4 days 12 is, yeah, it's not the right amount of downtime for me. So I'm going to send you for treatment. Go talk to Dr. Ash. I'm going to have you unequip this stuff because it's going to be my sniper's going to wield some stuff here. You're going to have the railgun. You're going to have one of the pistols. You're going to have the armor. You had this stuff here. Let's unequip this as well. So the goal, basically, I guess I could park the War Machine. No, the goal is to run War Machine every mission I can because War Machine is the reason we're doing this playthrough kind of at all. So the squad for this is going to be... Yeah, do I care about Blip? -4 minor tally. It's only 10k. I have very little to spend money on is the thing. So I'm going to do this because what else can I spend money on realistically? I don't care about this. Lowering enemy armor is decent. Okay, the fact that I can buy it from Octane is hilarious. She doesn't know I'm backstabbing her yet. I mean, clearly it's correct here. System malfunction from Octane as well. I will take it for a favor, of course. Wow, amazing. And then do I care about minus tally on a matrix host? No, I don't. As for the 4 mercs, I am going to keep running Sparklight. I'm going to run Leah. You are not close to leveling. And then do I want to run Bracket or do I want to run Sentry? I mean, I have to run Sentry, right? She's always going. So is it this team or am I dropping somebody to make room for the hacker? I think we're not going to make room for the hacker. I think going for bonus loot in this mission is not worth it. Not that the loot is bad from the matrix hosts, but it's just... I got hurt last time around a mission greedily, so I'm going to try to play less greedily. Do I want to hold a nano stim kit? So Caltraxia is armor, initiative, move points, stress res. Okay, Caltraxia is a nice melee character drug, which means I'm going to give it to you. You can go do fun things with that. My sniper, I'm going to give a stim kit and a grenade. The grenades are going to be too short range. You're going to have healing as well. Agent EX can hold. Let's see. Yeah, I think it's... We have so many first aid kits already. I don't need that many. I'm going to have you hold a grenade then. Okay. And then... Yeah, if this is a squad... Right, you're not going, by the way. Why am I messing with her stuff? She's not going in the mission. Okay, I need to unequip your stuff so that we can have... You can hold the armor, it doesn't matter. We can have the right people go. So... You are going. I'm going to give you a shock mine. And... You can still keep the stim kit. I think that's fine. But you can now run... Nope, that's the wrong thing. You can run this pistol with the good silencer on it. So this is the squad. And I don't have enough spare stuff to make these things any better. Okay. So you're chilling. You guys are all the way back here. It's fine. This is the 4. You likely level. You definitely level. And that'll be good. Okay. So next episode, this will be the team for the endpoint cutthroat. I have nothing else I can really do here. I don't think I have a reason to spend time forward. We're not going to get any buildings done in time. The only other option would be, do I want to run this first to gain XP? And the answer is maybe. I might do green stretch first, just to gain experience on the people who are about to level up. This should be a relatively straightforward and easy mission. So, next episode, probably green stretch into endpoint cutthroat. So I will see you there. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.